All right. So the Super Eagles of Nigeria are set to face Saudi Arabia in an international friendly match. This will be their first of two friendlies over the international break. They'll be taking on Mozambique after this one. The team has been in camp since the beginning of the week, and almost all invited players have arrived. The two players that are left out are Jordan Loreleke, Ayimba goalkeeper, and Adebayo Adeleye, Hapoel Jerusalem goalkeeper. Now, Udinese goalkeeper Maduka Okoye has been called up and he's already in camp, so there's a backup in that situation, and everything else seems set and ready to go. But before we get into details about this match and much more, please don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. So yeah, Nigeria will face Saudi Arabia tomorrow, Friday the 13th of October, 5 p.m. Nigerian time to start, and the game will be hosted at the Estadio Municipal de Portimao, and that's in Portugal. Now, Saudi Arabia ranked 54th in the world according to FIFA. They were at the last World Cup and of course had that big moment against Argentina, defeated them in the first game of the competition 2-1. They kind of petered out later on in the competition, but that was a big moment for anybody. I mean, years to come, you're still going to be talking about that, I believe. Now, outside the World Cup, things have not been looking too rosy for Saudi Arabia. They've lost a whole bunch of matches coming into this game. Recently lost to South Korea by 1-0. Then they lost to Costa Rica by 3-1. I mean, I wouldn't put so much stock in those losses right there, because these are against quality sides. Both these sides were at the World Cup, and if anything, it kind of makes Saudi Arabia a tougher opponent because they're trying to end the losing streak. They're going to be coming with all they got for this match. Now, that being said, when you talk about Saudi Arabia, I feel like the most important thing is the league. First of all, most of the players, if not all the players, play in the league. So you know your teammates. Basically, you're watching them every week or you're playing with them every week. So you get a chance to really know your teammates on a whole nother level. Then you talk about the fact that all these players going into the league, you got Ronaldo, Benzema, Neymar, Kante, all these top players playing in the league. And that's definitely helping the quality of the Saudi Arabian players that are playing in the league. And that's like a win-win, because you get to play with your teammates and you get to play with all these great players. I mean, I'm definitely expecting a huge improvement from Saudi Arabia moving forward. But hopefully that improvement doesn't come tomorrow when they face the Super Eagles. Now, speaking of the Super Eagles, their last match was against Sao Tome, the 6-0 trashing of Sao Tome. That was the 6th AFCON qualification match. They are qualified in the 5th match against Sierra Leone. And now that they already know where they're going, they're back to the friendly match thing. And really, their friendly record as of late has been just horrible. We're right now on an 11-match winless run, and I'm going to take you through it real quick. You got Portugal, the 4-0 right before the World Cup. Just embarrassing. Then you have the Algeria. We lost by 2-1. We were cheated in that match, in my opinion. I'm sticking to that. You got Ecuador. We lost by 1-0. Mexico 2-1. Those were like the first two matches of Jose Pesero's tenure. Then you have Cameroon 0-0. Then the 1-0 Cameroon win. Anguissa shot. And you go to the Tunisia match, 1-1. Kelechi Iheanacho started it off with a penalty. Then they equalized, and that was that. Algeria 1-0. That was like after the 2019 AFCON. We were trying to get some get back, and it didn't go right. We had the Brazil 1-1. That was a great result then, but now you look at it as part of a winless run. So whatever you want to think of that, you got Ukraine 2-2. But like I said, back then was a great result. But right now it's part of a winless run. Then you have Zimbabwe by 0-0. That was a draw right there. The last win for the Super Eagles was on March the 26th, 2019 against Egypt. Paul Onuachu Screamer, 1-0 the final score. So as you can see, it's been years and years since the Super Eagles won a friendly match. I mean, these matches don't affect if we qualify for the big competitions. It's not going to affect if we go to the World Cup or the AFCON. But at the same time, it affects our rankings, and our rankings affects what group we get put in when we do get to the World Cup. You can get put in a real tough group because of your ranking, or you can get in a real easy group because of your rankings. So that's really important in the big scheme of things. Now, the man in charge of getting that result is Jose Peseiro. He'll be going into this game against a former team, a former side that he coached in Saudi Arabia. It ended real sadly for Saudi Arabia and Jose Peseiro. They had the World Cup ticket in their hand. Was it 2010? They had the World Cup ticket in their hand, and the last minute they give up a goal on a set piece. And that's how, I believe it was Bahrain. Bahrain gets past them. And I believe it was 2-2 at the end of the day. Just a tough loss. I watched it and I was like, man, I'm heartbroken. I'm not even from Saudi Arabia. So it was a tough loss. And he's going to be coaching against them this time. So that's definitely going to be a big story going into the game. Now, when it comes to the match, I feel like we just got to play hard from start to finish. We can't be lackadaisical at any point in this game because Saudi Arabia have proven that they have the quality to get the job done. They can finish those chances if they're given to them. So we can't be affording to just give away too many opportunities. We have to be clinical up front. Our defenders can't make any mistakes. And we just got to go in there and get the job done. I mean, it's real easy to say the Super Eagles would defeat Saudi Arabia. Comes so easy out the mouth. But it's not played out your mouth. It's played on the pitch. We have to get the job done on the pitch. If not, we're not going to get the result we're looking for. Now, my prediction for the starting lineup, I have goalkeeper Francis Uzoho. I'm pretty sure he's going to be the starter. Madakawa Okoye comes in as a replacement, and he's basically going to be a backup for Francis Uzoho in these two matches. And at the defense, I got Bright Osai Samuel playing at the right back position, basically replacing Ola Aina. I've been waiting for that battle, but one of them keeps on pulling out or not getting invited. Then at the central defender positions, I'm going to go Kennedy Mweru and Shemi Ajayi. I believe these are the coach's first choice, and he's going to go with them in this match. Then left back, I don't think he has a first choice in camp. But Bruno Oyemaechi started the match against Sao Tome, and I felt like he did a good job. He played 90 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think the coach is going to go away from that. Then in the midfield, I think the coach is going to go with the pair in the middle, just like he has gone in basically almost all his matches. I'm going to go with Wilfred Ndidi and Alex Iwobi in that middle. Frank Onyeka started with Wilfred Ndidi in the last match, did a good job. I would like to see all three of them, but I think the coach is going to go with the pair with the two midfielders on the side. And on the side, I'm going to go with Ademola Lookman on that left side, and on the right side, Kelechi Iheanacho. Yes, there's Samuel Chukwueze. Kelechi Iheanacho did such a great job in the other game. Yes, Samuel Chukwueze did score, but Kelechi Iheanacho is in a great form right now, even with his club side. So I'm pretty sure the coach is going to go there. Then for the two strikers, this is the headache that even I don't want. Terry Murphy look at me one way, Victor Boniface look at me the other way. Of course, Victor Osimhen got that one spot. I feel it's between Victor Boniface and Terry Murphy, and I think the coach is going to go with, I don't know, because Terry Murphy also performs when he is given a chance. I don't know. This is the toughest one, I feel, and I'm going to go with Victor Boniface, though. He's been the more flashier in the news, so I think he's going to go with Victor Boniface. Had the good performance against Sao Tome off the bench. Real unselfish for the Samuel Chukwueze goal. Really endeared himself to a lot of people with that move right there. So that's my predicted starting lineup for the Super Eagles match against Saudi Arabia. Of course, I'm not Jose Peseiro, so he's probably going to have a different lineup. So just putting that as a disclaimer, I guess. But let me know your thoughts on the lineup. Also, let me know your thoughts on the match. Put your predictions in the comment section and all that stuff. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.